Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back, family. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back, family. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back, family. Nah. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth, man. Welcome back to Rebels Roundtable. I'm your host, Rebel with a Cause.
I'm the brother Ken Waddle I kill.
And this is Rebels Roundtable.
Yep.
Peace to God. What's good, baby?
What's good, brother, man? What's good with you, man? Chilling, man.
Been around the world, man.
On the grind.
Yeah, I know. You said you was working at OT.
Oh, yeah, crazy, like, man.
And I've been going to the state trying to take over the world.
Right, you know it.
But it's all good. What's going on? What's the apps?
Slow motion right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
The year just started.
New year.
Happy Black New Year.
Yeah.
To all the people out there, all the gods. Yeah. Let's just get it off rip. Like, share, subscribe. Queen's Law, Think Champs, Rebels Roundtable. Coon Catches is on his way. The Young Gods. Oh, and I met some Memphis Water Boys today too. So we gonna holler at the Memphis Water Boys. I guess he muted or whatever, but you could have texted all that. But I was hollering at some Memphis Water Boys.
Memphis Water Boys?
Yeah, I ain't even know they existed like that. But they was on the corner, mad deep, selling water.
Right.
So
shout out to the Water Boys, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the Atlanta Water Boys too, man. Tay and D. I see y'all, man. We gonna line up. We want to get them a kiosk. So I'm gonna try and get them a permit so
oh yeah, that's gonna happen, man.
So the white man could stop harassing them for selling water.
Right. They could be out here doing something else, man.
Yeah, but if we could get that kiosk, it'll be like a legit job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think the world would more respect it if they had like a stand over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be dope, man. I'm with it, man.
Then it can multiply. If somebody else see it, they might want to duplicate it. So it's gonna be something special for the West End. You know what I mean? But shout out to Ross Isis, Vegan Dream Donuts.
Shout out to brother Ross Isis.
We both co-hosts Think. So go get you a donut. Man, I don't know, man. I'm in a crazy place now. I ain't in the $10 million studio. But it's all good. I don't even know if anybody watching us already. What's the apps for tonight, man?
Oh man, we're gonna have the brother Ft.Anray 360 on, man. We're gonna be talking about protecting our energy, man. He ready. He got a lot to talk about, man.
Throw that amethyst on. All right. Let's see what's going on. Get the brothers in here. But yeah. Thanks and good looking out. Y'all hitting the page. I ain't even promote the shit. And we getting good numbers.
That's good, man.
So we know the show is powerful. We just got to get it to the masses.
Right.
So they can see it.
Right.
I think we're going to take off, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, yeah, man. You know, it's too real not to take off, man. You know, they had us in the little hiatus for a minute, too.
Yeah, I know. Salute to Malik.
Malik Kalam.
He the only one that a few other brothers, but he one of the brothers I'll let take my page down for truth.
Right.
Because all he was kicking was truth.
Yep.
So, you know.
Yep.
But now, what we gonna do tonight? Get into some metaphysics.
Yeah.
How you guard your energy? There's so many devils on the earth.
Oh yeah, man. It's gang
Guard
of
your
that, man.
energy by not fucking with no devils. Or you gotta kill them when they standing there in your presence.
Right.
But most people that say don't kill them. That's bad energy. I don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to kill the devil wherever he at. I got infinite energy to kill all negative patterns. But most people be like, nah, just leave him alone, float away, do that shit. But nah, Garvey watching.
Right.
You gotta see me kill demons.
Right.
Whether it's ignorance, physicality, the white man. We can't run from no energy. That's what, for over the last few years, that whole love, I don't know what Ft.Anray bringing, but all that love, right? And nobody fighting. And the devil just got 90,000 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I really think we should be strong enough to kill any devil that come around. Because it's only it's only thought patterns, a gun or an argument or a knife. I think we all should understand how to kill all of those. Plus, everybody's strapped in the A anyway, right? So
yeah.
where there's guns, there's less gunfire. So everything even.
Right.
So now it's all on you. So I think remember the girl, there's a band Think Champs episode.
Which one?
Nah, it was actually the second episode we ever did. But it was with a new age black girl, and she wanted to bring Margaret Sanger in here and all the feminist fucking dykey logic. The black woman is God, by the way, but she could be lost and become a devil. So she started spitting all that bullshit, and I had to get her. And the bug part is, off the truth, she threatened to punch me in the mouth.
Oh yeah, I remember you was telling me about that. Yeah.
So, you know, I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm like, nah, we ain't doing that, shorty. Call the last dude you was fucking. Call your father or your uncle and tell him what I'm telling him. Tell him what I'm telling you, so he could come and defend you.
Right.
She couldn't call nobody.
She could.
I already knew she couldn't call nobody by the way she was talking. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the fight I'm lining up. It's the fact that she was trying to bring in the new age movement, the polyamethyst, the polysexual, I could fuck a chair, I could fuck a girl, I could fuck a boy. She was trying to say that was African, but she couldn't identify where in Africa she got it from. There's nowhere in Africa.
That's right.
But they like to say it's an African tribe. You got to press them. As soon as they say that African tribe line, hit them with what tribe?
Right.
And then you see the lie right there. That's that Margaret Sanger lesbian talk. Then she said she had over, how many partners? Like 50? 200. She was trying to say fucking 200 dudes wasn't a problem. So shorty, if you out there watching, I forgot your name. I still love you, but no one could bring the devil around. Not in a true Black Power sacred space. If we was on the train or something, we'd have let you rock.
Right.
But you came in the sacred space. And it was on the show. Ross ain't want to put it out. I told Ross to put it out. I said, yo, Ross, put it out because it still got the levels in it. Although she was doing all that extra shit, I played it perfect, like an OG. You know what I'm saying? We can't hit a girl, so go call your brother, the last dude you was having sex with, go outside and just ask a dude to come defend you. She couldn't do it.
And he would do it.
And you want it, before I bring the brothers in, you know what sparked it? She was talking all that mess, and then she went into sexual magic, right?
Right.
Sexual something. And all I did was ask her if she had a man.
And she did really out for me.
And she said I was relationship shaming her. That's the new age logic. So black girls out there, if y'all listening, you're not a what's the word I hate? You're not a feminist, man.
Right.
Get that feminine garbage out of here, man. And that energy I had to clear. Because that's the white man's new age, what's the best way to say it? The new age pansexual, demonic, new way of thinking. So we're not gonna let our black girls turn into dykes, lesbians, or none of that.
Right.
And we gonna fight for our young brothers who they got in a homosexual energy. Peace to the gods.
What's up, brother High
Peace, what's going on? Brother Kim Wardo, Brother Rebel, Brother Knowledge, what's going on, man?
Knowledge born 7.
Peace and power, man. Peace and power.
What y'all talking about, man?
The energies on the earth just roaming around like damn demons. And there's an ignorant demon. Don't forget the ignorant demon. That demon's running around earth too.
Yeah.
But it's all, to me, the white man let them all out. Who else is letting them out? Y'all be on Instagram all day, right? You like following? I don't mean it like that, but look, as soon as I saw Instagram in 207 or something, it said following. I said, why are we following anybody? I thought we was leaders.
Yeah.
So I'm followers following followers. So
yeah,
we're not doing none of that.
I feel you on that one. I felt the same way. Like, hold up, man. Why the fuck I gotta follow somebody? Like, that shit don't sound right. Something didn't seem right about it.
But that was the energy they tried to put everybody mind frame in, to be a follower. See pictures with like 100 people following somebody and them following like 10,000 people. So that it don't make sense to me, man.
Everybody just following in the circle, man. Shit, you might as well follow your goddamn self.
Correct. Pick another page and follow yourself. I'm with that one.
But shit.
But now we just trying to break down the energies before Ft.Anray get on. Because I put it into the war category, not your personal space. So when you go outside, what energies do you run into?
Yeah.
You know, do y'all deal with I know y'all do, but I'm gonna act like I don't know. Do y'all deal with the young guards out there, the gang members, the downtrodden, the homeless kids? Keep that energy.
Yeah.
They repping the negative hard, and they rep it. So that's like a strong negative energy. You gotta somehow try to subdue.
This the thing. I talk to the young guys and goddesses out there. The young females feel like the older men raising the young men not doing their part. And that's why we have what we have now. We're not being in tune with what was going on as far as politically, spiritually, and economically.
Mm-hmm.
The young men, the young guys, they feel like they've been let down, not really given a fair shake and everything. And it's always like our culture is the one who's perpetuating the madness. Now, some of these guys I talk to, they got white friends, they got, different friends in different ethnic groups or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Different races. And they saying they other friends treat them better than than their own race.
Yeah,
And for the ones who's conscious, because I've been running into a lot of conscious young people too lately. I think it's more of a trend, a fad, everybody rocking the doing their thing or whatever. But a lot of people, a lot of the young guys, I see like in the West End or on Bankhead, where Veterans Memorial, Bankhead Highway, or whatever. They were saying like, what's the purpose for all like the ones who came before us? What's the purpose? Because nothing's changed and it's getting worse, and we still don't own nothing and control nothing.
Yeah, you know what I'll tell them? It's because y'all don't deal with the white man. Y'all want shit to change, and none of y'all go across the street and tell the white man he off. You just stand over here and want it to change. The older niggas didn't mess up, young G's. They put it down. There's mad knowledge all the way around. It's your job, just like it was our job, to pick it up. So I know how they feel because they don't see it, but they really supposed to see my shit coming down. They really supposed to hold it down for history. Yeah, put that back.
Yeah, I feel what both sides. To an extent, we can always argue, a sense of failure. But at the same time, I like what Brother Rebel brought in. And this is supposed to be the Aquarius age of information, age of knowing. So one thing that we have to realize is, we're all role models. So whether it's a good example or a bad example, we're all role models. So we may be products of, the single mother, generation, but at the end of the day, it's given us an example of what that does, So when you look at it, a lot of, at least when it comes to my brothers, a lot of my brothers are involved in the lives of their children, because they've learned the what the absence of that does, so that's what I would say is having examples, good and bad, quote unquote.
They feel let down though, and
You know about that.
There's so many questions, man. They be throwing it at me, man. I mean, hard grow. I'll be like, man, what, at some particular point in time, you try to handle it. I mean, answer them to the best of your knowledge, but it's so many questions. But I do ask some of them. I say, do you guys ask your parents at home? And some of their parents not with this. Some of their parents like, man, go get a job, go to school.
Well, I mean,
go get a job.
I mean, it's
money. You got to get money somehow. How you gonna pay to sleep somewhere?
So hold on. Let me take a step back. Like, yeah, and that's the thing. Like to what Brother Knowledge is saying, and that's what our parents even taught us. Survival. They may not have wanted us, to go to white institutions, but if they were given scholarships and they didn't have to pay for it, you going to that school. You know what I'm saying? So they were trying to promote something different. But when it comes to the youth, I do understand that aspect of the questions and the emotions is what I would say. Like you can't disregard it. You have to embrace it for what it is, whether you agree with it or not. So whatever they're claiming or whatever issues they're expressing, we as elders, we have to, one, embrace that role, but also make them comfortable expressing themselves, to your point, Brother Knowledge.
That is true. They did speak about that too, about the expression. Yeah. Being able to come to the parent or the older brother, older sister, and really just, like like I guess getting off their chests or whatever, like that. Male and female said that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be for real. They did say that about. I guess it's hard to talk to the parents, but yeah.
Yeah, because it's different. Like I said, I feel like the parents would just want, for their children to survive, and be able to make a living, and that's the thing. Like when the more I think about it, it's like we're a righteous people trying to survive in an unrighteous world, so that to especially to the youth, that can mess up your consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like having to do certain things to put food on the table.
No, I perfectly agree with that. I just don't think we failed. The fight's not over yet. The game ain't over. We might be losing, but we ain't failed. If they keep game, they'll know it's a lot more weapons being aimed at us than what's being seen. So if it look like we failing, it's because they got the hidden hand is in more places than we think.
Man, let's be 100. There is some aspects of failure amongst us ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You spoke about, I came in towards the end, but you spoke about the demon of ignorance, some intentional ignorance. Like I said earlier, this is the age of information. You can type something in your fucking smartphone. We got computers, we walk around with computers 24/7. So when it comes to having information or being aware of certain things, that's an excuse at this point. You know what I'm saying? And some people still embrace that. So I feel what you're saying. We are still fighting. We are still doing, some of us, but not all of us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to address.
That's probably the problem. They don't see
Facts.
enough. Well, we got our guests in the building. Neche Heru, Ft.Anray 360 in the building.
Peace, family. How y'all doing, man? Peace to the gods.
Peace, brother.
Emotep.
Peace and power, man. I
Peace
say.
and power. Yeah. How y'all feeling, man?
Feeling good, brother.
I feel well and divine. I feel purpose.
I feel purpose too.
Yeah. I mean, I like what y'all was just building on, man. Like Brother John said, we walking around with these computers in our hands on a regular basis and stuff, man. If y'all don't mind, can I touch on that?
Oh yeah, please do.
Them computers, man, that we walk around with, and they're very they're helpful, but at the same time they're crippling. A lot of stuff that we use in today's society is meant to take us away from the powers that we already have inside of us. We are walking around with the greatest computer ever designed inside of our body, the brain, the organic. They try to give us artificial stuff to replace what we have organically already inside of us. But not just organically what we have inside of us, we have spiritual information encoded in our spiritual DNA. Just like you got physical information encoded in your physical DNA that tells you how you are supposed to look according to your genetic makeup, you know what I mean, to whatever you are. Information is encoded in those cells, in those molecules, in your DNA. But information everything starts and manifests first in the spiritual realm before it manifests in the physical realm. Nothing comes into the physical realm without manifesting itself first in the spiritual realm. That's where you get as above, so below, as within, as without. You know what I'm saying? It starts first in that energy realm, that conscious energy realm. So when we walking around with these computers or whatever, we're not using the greatest computer that's been given to us. You know what I'm saying? Because just like you got physical knowledge, you got spiritual knowledge also, spiritual information that is downloaded into us. You know what I mean? Through all kinds of various methods, through meditation, through prayer, through dreams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You are getting spiritual information from the ancestral realm, from the source realm, from the Most High Creator that we are all extensions of. You know what I'm saying? Just like your cells get information from your brain, what to do. You know what I'm saying? well, what its cells actually get information from the nucleus of the cell. You know what I mean? Which is the cell's brain. And your brain, sends out information to your organs. You know what I'm saying? But we are also receiving information and stuff like that from the rays of the sun. That's why that's what the ancestors were talking about when they show. Y'all ever see that picture that they show in Egypt, man? Where it showed the pharaohs standing beneath. It was a pharaoh and a queen sitting beneath the sun, and instead of the sun rays, it had the rays almost like in the shape of hands reaching out to the people. I'm trying to find this. Oh man, matter of fact, right here. Let me show y'all this real quick. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We get rays from the sun. It's reaching out to us. You know what I'm saying? We get cosmic information and cosmic downloads. You know what I mean? Into the greatest computer that there is, that spiritual, that etheric computer. You know what I mean? That we walk around with. We walk around with etheric knowledge and information. But it's been distorted. It's been changed. We like they say, y'all. I'm sure y'all seen many of memes where it says, you know what I mean, we gods in amnesia. You know what I mean? We forgot who we are. You know, it's time to wake up. You know what I mean?
All right, that's what's up. This show is about how to protect your energy. So, take it away, God. Let us know. How do we protect our energy?
Well, you protect your energy, first of all, by watching what you allow around your immediate area, around your immediate space. You know what I'm saying? You remember when we was kids, we'd be like, yo, man, don't step over this line. This is my space right here. You know what I mean? This is my personal space. Don't invade my personal space. We laugh and we joke about that to this day, but at the same time, we're serious about that. But it's deeper than just your physical space, because energy travels way further than the physical does. You know what I'm saying? The physical is only doing so much. It's occupying so much space. But your energy, though, what you emit, the energy you emit, you know what I mean? Your aura, it goes out a lot further than your physical space does. I'm talking about down into the earth, up above you, above your head. You know what I'm saying? And all around. You ever see that picture of the Da Vinci Code dude standing inside the circle, inside the pyramid, inside the square? You know what I'm saying?
The Merkaba.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, you talking about the Merkaba, yeah. But that Merkaba is talking about your energy field around you. But that's what it's basically what it's talking about. Yeah, you're right. Knowledge. You're right. It's talking about the Merkaba. Your energy field is incredible. You gotta guard what you allow in your energy field, what you allow yourself to be around, and what you allow around yourself, what you allow your kids to be around, what you allow around your kids, especially around your dwelling space. You know what I'm saying? And energy is more than just who you allow around you, what you listening to, because we consume more than just food by means of our mouth. We are consuming food every day. You know what I'm saying? Every second of the day. We only eat a couple times a day. You only drink stuff a few times a day. But all throughout the day, you are absorbing energy rays from the sun. And if you think you can absorb rays from the sun and solar energy and lunar energy and all that other type of stuff, you think you ain't picking up all this stuff that they putting out there in the airways through music, through TV, and the negativity that they pushing out there into the masses of people walking around in society, carrying this negative energy that they done pushed all off into them through music and all this other stuff that they are in control of. You gotta be careful what you're allowing around you. You know what I mean? You gotta protect your space.
What you think about the internet and the same angulation? How does the internet damage?
Well, it was never intended to benefit the masses of the people. It was intended to benefit the agenda of the small percentage of the ruling class of society. That's what it was made for. You know what I mean? So they can put everybody within this web and be able to keep tabs on them. They can put everybody within this web and be able to disseminate information, even though most of the information they disseminated, 90% of it, if not more than that, is misleading information. It's misinformation. It's improper teachings, intentionally improper. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, then that is a bad thing. But anything that they put out there, we've turned it into something good because of our natural, who we are, naturally, who we naturally are. You know what I'm saying? We done took food, the scraps that they give to animals, you know what I mean? And they turned around and gave it to us during slavery times. We made soul food out of it. You know what I mean? We made wonders with that stuff. Yeah. So we turn everything and make it work for us. But it's what people are tuning into. Once again, your energy, what you are focusing on and what you are tuning into. They put out so many distractions. Most of our people are tuning into those distractions. They're tuning into the misleading stuff, believing that we should be pushing out there to our people, our women of thoughts, instead of the queens, instead of the divine beings they are. None of us come into this existence without coming through the portal of a woman. They are divine, boy. You know what I mean? And not only do we come through that portal of that woman, you know what I mean? She's able to nourish us inside her body by way of the cord, and outside of her by way of her breast. So not only is she the portal through which all life comes through, you know what I'm saying, for our nation and all nations, because everything eventually comes from us, but she is also the nourisher of that life that she brings into this existence. You know what I'm saying? She has the ability to do that. Nobody else has the ability to do it. Not no males. You know what I'm saying? So we got to protect the woman. We got to protect the mother of the nation. How can we protect our nation without protecting the mother of the nation? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Shout out to Mr. Hustle, pardon me, Andre, and Nisa Shabazz, they in the building. But Mr. Hustle, we know there ain't no devil. We just tagging the negative with the kind of the old school version of evil, so everybody get. So if you hear devil, we not really thinking a devil is on the block. It's the a nurture of evil or bad intentions or the damn white man. Right?
Yes.
So we know there ain't no real devil.
Mm-hmm.
But now keep going, King. Wait, I had another question. You was breaking it down. The who? How do we protect? Look, you see all of the rocks all around everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
See everybody wearing the jewels, everybody wearing the unks. Can you just wear the unk without being linked in? Or can anyone just throw it on and the power automatically work?
All right. You better get it, Ray. You better get it.
It's just like having melanin, but not knowing the depth of the melanin. The melanin's still gonna work. You know what I mean? The melanin's still gonna absorb that solar radiation. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna do what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna give you power. It's gonna protect you. Where those without melanin is gonna get burned by the sun. You know what I mean? But when you know what this stuff is supposed to be doing, it takes it to a whole nother level, because now you can actually psychologically tap into it as well, spiritually attune to that frequency that allows you access. I mean, it opens those access doors for it to flood in like it's supposed to. It's a difference from having strength and then also knowing how to use that strength. You know what I mean? Having tools and knowing how to use those tools. Those are two different levels. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people we'll say they can be in masonry. We'll say like that. You know what I'm saying? But do you know how to use the tools of masonry? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how to bricklay? You know what I mean? You can have these tools, but what you gonna do with them tools if you don't know how to use them? You know what I mean? So those crystals, everything in the earth is in us because we come from the earth. So everything that's in the earth is in our bodies in small trace amounts. All those minerals, all those crystals, all those gemstones, you know what I'm saying? It's in us in small trace amounts. So when our ancestors wore these crystals, when they wore these minerals, when they wore these gemstones, it just amplified what we already have inside of us. Those healing properties, you know what I mean? Those balancing properties, those balancing energies, those protective energies, you know what I'm saying? Those psychic strengthening energies, you know what I'm saying? Where we could communicate with the source on a deeper level than what anybody else could. You know what I mean? So yes, those crystals do help you, but it can only do but so much if you don't know how to use it, you know what I mean, properly. You know what I mean? That's where the first schools of light, came into being. Our ancestors only taught people who they deem worthy, you know what I mean, this certain information. Everybody wasn't privy to get this certain information, to get this certain knowledge, to enter into those schools of light that they later became known by the European world as masonry. You know what I'm saying? Certain people weren't allowed to get that knowledge and that information because everybody can't handle it. They don't know what to do with it properly. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But yeah, it's important to have those crystals around you. It's important. But your body, you a walking crystal yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your pineal gland is one of the greatest crystals. You know what I mean? And that's why you can that quartz that you got on, if I'm correct, that's quartz, right?
Got this quartz or amethyst? I got two. It's the amethyst.
That's amethyst. I can't see that good. Okay. But quartz, I mean, a lot of them are good, but quartz is it's the strongest when it comes to communicating. It's used for communication. You know what I'm saying? Quartz, you can communicate on a whole nother level. We can go far back as when you see they show you pictures and stories of witchcraft. Witches, they have a crystal ball. It wasn't an amethyst ball. It wasn't a tiger's eye ball. It was a crystal ball, clear quartz. You know what I'm saying? And they were able to look in and see different things. They were able to communicate with the spirit realm and different stuff like that. They get those stories from us, all that stuff, all the stories of Merlin the Magician and all that stuff started in Africa under different names. They stole it, took it, and made little folklore and different other crazy stuff with it. You know what I mean? But all that came from us. You know what I mean?
Haruhika.
Yes.
Wow. Break that down. Hey, Ruhika.
Magic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Go get Nas' album, Magic. Go look up Ft.Anray 360. What's your new album called?
Continuous Elevation.
Continuous Elevation. Where's it at?
I'm saying Conscious Elevation. I'm sorry. It's on all the streaming platforms. It's on Tidal. It's on Apple, iTunes Music. You name it. It's on there. Spotify, Pandora, YouTube Music. Yeah, it's on all of them, all the platforms.
I'm finna go download it. What's it called?
It's called Conscious Elevation.
Elevation.
Yeah.
How many songs on the album?
Man, I don't know because I put out 4 albums in 2022 alone. I believe it's like 13 songs on that one album there. But I put out 4 albums in 2022, and I'm gonna slow up this next year. But I got albums on deck waiting to be released, and I'm steady creating new stuff. But it's all information for our people. We can reach our people by greater numbers and greater masses and more effectively through the artistic expression. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't want to hear these podcasts that y'all doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the bad thing. They don't want to sit there and listen to this information, this knowledge, this right knowledge. They want to sit there and they're drawn to negativity. They're drawn to buffoonery. They're drawn to low vibrational nonsense, meaningless stuff instead of stuff that's empowering. What y'all doing? That's why it's so important. You know what y'all are doing and the consistency in which y'all are doing it with. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people who are out there looking for this information, looking for this knowledge, looking to get those bills, looking for those links that y'all are sharing on y'all podcast so they can go in there and tap in and tune in as well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's on all the platforms,
man. He dope too.
So yeah,
I
appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I've been trying to get Rebel. Rebel got some skills, man. He been playing around. Rebel got some skills, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
He be laying low in the cut. I've been waiting on him to jump on something with me for the longest.
I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
we definitely gonna do
too.
something this year though, because the music gonna be a part of this too. But I'm just doing everything else, and like I told you, I'm just trying to get back to my old self. So
it's important. It's important that we use every tool that we was given by the ancestors, every tool that we was given by the Creator, because this is a tool that y'all are on right now that y'all are using, and and reaching it out to the people with. You know what I mean? Y'all are helping the people with this. But our ancestors taught through music as well. We taught over the drum. We told war stories over the drum. We educated over the drum. We celebrated over the drum. We did a lot of stuff over music. You know what I'm saying? We entertained over the drum. So, you know, we need to do the same thing. We need to use that. And that's the highest vibration. That music, it's powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful. That's why it was so important for them to take over our music.
Yeah. Yeah.
The white man knew that.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of, if not the biggest weapon we do have in true communication.
Sure. Yeah.
That music could turn you into somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
If you over here, you'll be over here if you hear the right vibration or the right word combination. You will elevate. What's up with the Avengers? How you got in the Avengers?
Man, the Avengers, we actually had a meeting yesterday evening, and we got a lot of big things coming up. We're getting ready to do a series of videos, 3 videos for the last album we did last year. This upcoming album that's going to be released in early February. We're going to start recording videos for that within the next couple of weeks. We're getting ready to start doing shows again. The Avengers got some real hot stuff about to hit the market, and it's a powerful movement for our people as well. You know what I mean? And the Black album was the first album, you know, or the Red album was the first album. The second album is going to be the Black. The second one is going to be Black. So it's red, black, and green. The first album was red. The second album is going to be Black, and we letting them know all things Black. You know what I mean? Everything comes from Black, and then the green one is going to be the healing album, where we're going to raise the vibration. But we opening up that love for Black, because that's the highest vibration, love. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, that Red album hard, man. I got it. Okay. Yeah. So when y'all gonna drop the Black album, man?
Yeah, early February. We trying to do by February 19th.
Cool.
They want to do February 9 because how powerful that, you know, February is Black History Month. Why not put the Black album out in February? You know what I mean?
Right.
Even though we know that Black history is all year round.
Right.
You know what I mean? But 9 is a divine number. So the week of the 9th is when we're targeting it to come out. But at the latest, we're going to do the 19th.
All right. Yes. Let me ask you this. How you feel about Salakia, I don't feel nothing, or you don't feel nothing. What do you think about 5G?
Hell on, man. Let me give a shout out to DJ Ty Sticks. He on the feed.
DJ Ty
Sticks. The one-armed assassin.
One-armed assassin. He gonna be at the event May the 6th, man, with y'all when y'all perform.
Yeah.
On May the 6th by Rudy.
Yeah. Ty Sticks is part of the Avengers. He's part of the Avengers. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, he's whatever we doing 9 times out of 10, he's going to be the DJ, and most of the times it's going to be 10 times out of 10. And his energy, Knowledge Born. We got some good brothers in our community, man, our extended community that I just got so much love for and appreciation for. You know, that goes without saying, y'all as well. You know what I mean? That it's incredible, man. It's beautiful to be a part of. You know what I mean? Seeing people that really dedicate their time, their energy, their resources to our people. You know what I mean? Because y'all understand it, or should I say understand, that it's bigger than just us. It's bigger than us as individuals.
Right.
It's bigger than me. I'm more than just Ft.Anray the father. I'm more than just Ft.Anray the husband. I'm here for so much more, bigger than just my household. You know what I mean? You know, my purpose is way bigger than myself and my personal, you know, family outside of the community. It's so much bigger than that. And y'all understand that too, or y'all wouldn't be doing what y'all doing. So I got a lot of love for people, you know, that's out there making those sacrifices on a daily basis, like yourselves, Knowledge Born, DJ Ty Sticks, you know what I mean, and all of the Avengers, Mike Chambers, and man, we got some brothers, Son the Great, man, wow. Yeah.
Hey man, y'all threw down the last one. I forgot the name of the spot. Yeah, y'all threw down. DJ Ty Sticks got out, man.
Yeah, Ty Sticks is a
bad
boy.
Man. I had fun at y'all concert, man.
Yeah, and we only getting better as we go along. We learning from each performance. We're learning how to be more cohesive as a group, as a unit, and we making better music. Like it's, oh man, the energy is incredible. What we about to unleash, man.
Hey man, but you know what tripped me out about that brother Ft.Anray? You know, when y'all performed at the Juneteenth.
Oh yeah.
I was on stage with y'all, hey man, Mike Chambers at the end, you know, man, we performed for about an hour 30 minutes. Y'all always go do that many songs, man. Mike Chambers, when we got to stage, Mike Chambers was like, man, dude, man, why the way even practice and rehearse, man? I'm like, what? So that's like, man. I mean, to me, it couldn't get no better than that.
Yeah, some things is divine. It's divine intervention. Certain things are supposed to happen. It's supposed to be brought together. Supposed to be, you know what I mean? Supposed to be brought into existence. And that's what this is, man. Yeah. That's what this is. And I'm thankful for it.
Raheem Shabazz was at the last, I think your last event. He said, man, y'all was rocking, man.
That was the last event.
Yeah. He said y'all was rocking. Then it was a more there too. And he had hit me. You know, he wanted some paperwork done, and he actually mentioned the event. I said, yeah, them my people, man. I said, yeah, they be getting down. He said, what? Yeah. He said, man. So he's from I think he's from Orlando or somewhere. But y'all got a base out there, man. So I'm sure y'all gonna be hearing from somebody out there soon, man. Probably getting y'all to come out there.
That's what's up.
He was at y'all last event too.
They're trying to get you on the album, man. On the next album, Brother Knowledge was going on.
Yeah, I got the poem ready, man. I got the poem ready, man. Yeah. I got the poem ready.
You know, I got She Bars on the track with me too, right?
I heard it.
Yeah, She Bars killed that joint, and Poetic's supposed to be getting on the track with me as well.
It's gonna be dope.
Some things.
Yeah, I saw the live stream too. All of y'all. It reminded me of something in '96 when the Wu just came out and one by one just dropped their joints.
Yeah.
That was powerful. But 5G. What is that? How does that affect us? Or
you said what?
5G.
Does it affect us, or if
it definitely. It's a definitely a negative impact on us. We walking around outside in an outdoor microwave, you might as well say.
Yeah.
They made sure that they put up all these 5G towers with those satellites and all this other stuff out there to bombard society. You know what I mean? Civilization, everybody within, you know, this nation and everywhere else where they, you know, where this agenda is taking place across the globe. 5G radiation is some real harmful stuff.
Yeah,
real harmful stuff. It's people are getting weakened by these. It's like they told you don't stand in front of a satellite. You know what I mean? You know, you got satellite dish at your home, different certain things you're just not supposed to be in front of it. You know what I mean? It's taking in rays from those electromagnetic waves that's being, and signals that's being sent from those satellites out there in space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This stuff is of course, if it can receive something, it's also transmitting stuff, going back and forth. It's a two-way. It's a dual way that it's doing it. You stand in front of that, you are getting hit and bombarded with it, and they have everything positioned to beam down. You know what I mean? And target everything moving pretty much. There's, you know, so no matter where your cell phone is at, it's picking it up. As long as you got that cell phone on you, as long as you walking around out there, you are getting hit with this radiation. You know what I'm saying? Those EMF rays, electromagnetic frequencies. You know what I mean? If you sleeping next to your cell phone, which a lot of us do, because we be getting text messages throughout the middle of the night.
Yeah.
We want to stay by our phones in case a loved one needs us or anything is going on. You know what I mean? Or a thought comes to us and we want to write it down, especially those of us who are musicians, poets, or whatever we do. You know what I mean? Or just great thinkers like y'all are as well. And y'all writing down things for y'all lectures, for y'all podcasts, for y'all builds. You know what I mean? We keep the phones near us. And now those EMF rays, those magnetic frequencies are constantly bombarding us all throughout the night. all throughout the night and all throughout the day while we walking around with it on our hips, in our pockets, or however we carry our phones. You know what I'm saying? So it's affecting us in all kinds of ways, making us sterile if it's too close to our our sexual organs. It's messing up our cellular function, and that's how you get your cells to you deform cells or whatever. And that's all cancer is: cells that are deformed and they're not forming properly like as they should. So now that they're in a disformed state, instead of producing healthy regular cells, you know what I'm saying, as they supposed to be, you know what I mean, they're reproducing and multiplying, deformed cells, unhealthy cells. You know what I mean? And they're not doing what they're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying? What they naturally should do in their natural state. And it's all because of it's not all because of just 5G radiation, of course, but 5G radiation is playing a big role in that, a very big role in that. And the cancer rate has skyrocketed since then. Of course, another factor in that is the jab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but don't you know the virus and the 5G came out at the same time?
Yeah. Right after 5G dropped, that virus dropped, but it was
around the corner.
But it was pushed along with that jab. You know what I mean? It was pushed along even more. The people that got those jabs, they the ones that's dying more.
They dying.
They got the highest death rate. Those who received the jabs, they got people falling out all over the place. It's said that the football player had just got another shot, like a couple days earlier. A booster shot. You know what I mean? And then he falls out on the field. The dude, DeMar Hamlin. From the Bills.
Yeah.
So
salute to him.
Yeah, man.
Delbert Blaze
for the YouTube, all that information was just allegedly.
Yeah,
it's allegedly. It's definitely allegedly. It's alleged. Yeah, it's not fact. But it's.
But Delbert Blaze used to break down how to block the cell phone radiation.
What's some hematite? What's some hematite?
Shungite.
Yeah,
Shungite.
It's the black. Mm-hmm. That's the black rock. Which one?
Yeah. Hematite, shungite.
I do want to say this. I was hollering at this Jamaican, and he was saying, he moved to the city, New York, and he noticed his concentration was off, his focus was off. He wasn't getting his real meditation, his breathing meditation. He does like a breathing meditation like that, right? Mm-hmm. And he think it was because of the 5G tower. So now he used to go home like once a year. Now he go home several times a year. He say he has to get to the water, get to the mountains. He say to get away from the city because it blocks what the source or the creator might have for him. He said that. He said he really thinks it blocks his meditation and stuff like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, well, the city, New York, got to be one of the most toxic cities.
Yeah.
It got most of the most movement. So.
It's the biggest city.
Yeah, no doubt.
So it got to be the most toxic city.
Wow.
That's a layer why I left too. That was in there, but it was like 10 more layers. New York is going crazy. Not only is the devil just hand over it, Mr. Hustle, that's the white man, by the way. The people are going crazy.
I think the whole nation went crazy, man.
That's what we're trying to identify. Where is these messages coming from? Because Black people never acted like this till like 2012. We always was a little off, but we talking about the new age deaf culture, all the girls thinking they could have sex with 1,000 dudes, the body count don't matter, all that internet shit. Where did we learn this from?
This was a culture that was given to us. This was never our culture. This was a culture that was given to us. They made up pop culture. They made up urban culture, urban Black culture or inner city culture. They made this up, and they dictated what the culture was going to be by way of pushing drugs. Once they seen that we was trying to wake up back in the 60s, we were waking up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had the civil rights movement, and that immediately shifted from the civil rights movement of us getting tired of seeing our leaders getting killed from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and them being murdered. You know what I mean? To the Black Power movement. It went from the civil rights to the Black Power movement, and it was a great awakening going on. And they wanted to stop that. And the only way that they could stop that is to stop us from the inside. So they shipped drugs into the community. Everybody know this story. They shipped drugs into the community. Everybody know about COINTELPRO. And then they went in and they got Black people to be the biggest ones, pushing it into there. You know what I mean? So our greatest enemy, we say is Mr. Hustle. You know what I'm saying? But our greatest enemy is our own people that look like us, because they, are willing to sell out and trade on us. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't want to talk about that. They be like, the Black on Black. No, it's the white on Black. Hey, even Black on Black is a byproduct, a direct product, of Mr. Hustle. You know what I'm saying?
But
everything
this system depends on the oppression of our people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it thrives on. That's how they maintain this system. That's how the system is sustained, by keeping us oppressed, by keeping us under them, by keeping us in a working class state. You know what I'm saying? So we are the workers. We are the ones powering their factories and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We the ones coming up with all the inventions that are making them rich and helping their industries. You know what I'm saying? Flourish. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
and
us
power
coming
everything.
together is hazardous for this system, man. So
That's
it
why
ain't for us, period.
That's why whenever they seen groups of us since we was young, y'all remember, moving along, y'all can't gather here in this spot in the mall. Moving along off these streets. Yeah, but they can gather as much as they want to. We wasn't allowed to gather. And when we did gather, when we was back in slavery days, they had a white man in there or Mr. Hustle in there, you know what I mean, with us while we was in church. The only time we was allowed to gather was when we was in church. You know what I'm saying? Learning the spiritual system that they gave us. You know what I'm saying? That they created and gave us. But none of this culture was ours. None of this culture was ours. None of these spiritual systems that we've been practicing, none of this is ours. You know what I'm saying? Our culture empowered us because it came from us. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come from them. Whenever you're doing something that comes from your enemy, you best believe it's going to work on behalf of the enemy and against you.
Nah, if he can't suck the energy for itself, he don't allow it to exist.
Mm-hmm.
They've been energy vampires.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you look at Reverend Butt's church in Harlem, so Arnetta blew this up years ago, how most of the Harlemites don't even get into the church. Yeah. So every Sunday they sell the tickets to the seats in the church. So most Black people who've been on the block for years never even get into the church to see Butts. They'll sell this ticket to white people who come from Manhattan and other countries and all that. If y'all look this up, you'll see it. And they come in to feed off the energy of that. Shit is fact.
Hey, I was getting some pallets. I be doing the Amazon. I was getting some pallets about a week ago. And I met a white guy, he was a Jew, and he rubbed my back. I said, man, don't you never do that again, man. He said, what do you mean? What do you mean, Dion? What do you mean? Don't you rub my back, man? How you gonna rub my back and steal my energy? Yeah, he started laughing. He said, you're my brother. I know you're going to be rich one day. I said, man, I'm not your brother, man. I said, you have a good day, sir.
That was energy attempt to be energy theft. That was energy.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
My back, man.
I deserve something in that belly, man.
White girls know this too. What do white girls be doing when they finally get to touch one of us? They all that succubus. They like, do whatever you want. I'm just gonna suck this energy. We gotta watch that from the now, because these people are real demons today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like back in our day, they was shooting guns and might light one of them crosses on your lawn.
Right.
Today, the sequence is a little too much. We was breaking it down way back, but think about porn. How many black dudes watch white porn? Talking about energy vampires. Look this up. Interracial porn sells more than all other porn put together.
Oh, yeah.
And white people buy 88% of interracial porn or something like that. It's in the 80s or the high 90s. So they enjoy watching y'all brothers touch their daughters, their wives, and all that. They feed off that. Like, we in a wicked world.
Oh, yeah.
They got our black girls talking like feminists, my G's. What we doing?
Yeah.
Nah, because half of the women's right fight, we all for it, the black woman is God. But half of it is Margaret Sanger.
Yes.
Just trying to disrupt the true nature of men. So we got to watch for that. And our little boys is looking a little soft. We've been talking about that.
A little soft. Them boys real soft.
Trying to be nice.
Bad.
They just got high cholesterol, man. They got to work on their cholesterol.
You got high
estrogen, what they call it, estrogen in them.
Yeah, estrogen. My bad. High estrogen, man. They got to work on
cholesterol. He said cholesterol.
Cholesterol. Right, so isn't estrogen for the women?
Yeah, it's for females. Yeah.
How'd they do that?
It was very simple, man. It was very easy. Very easy.
Through the food.
GMO foods,
They injecting babies when the babies come out of them hospitals getting all them shots. They giving them all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? They giving them what's that when the kids are slow in the mind or whatever. Yeah, exactly. They giving them all that stuff. All that's coming from these shots. It's the after effects or the side effects of these shots. You know what I'm saying? And it might and we calling it side effects, but it's what they directly intended to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, when they gave these kids these shots, because their babies ain't getting this stuff like this. You know, our babies got the highest rate of this stuff.
The highest rate. Yo, I'm gonna say this. They have literally broke down the melanin to a key. Now I know Anray spoke earlier about the pineal gland, but it's another gland under the pineal gland. They don't even know what that's for. But I tell people they didn't broke down melanin all the way down to the last particle, man. They didn't broke it all the way down, and they still fascinated with it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do with it. They go. You talk about the gold rush, and people don't know this was a silent war. We had a melanin rush. We had a melanin rush. People don't even know it, and it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Not been able to get your afterbirth. Not been able to be released out the hospital on time. Not been able to ask a lot of questions that's pertaining to your medical record. That's called a melanin rush, man. I don't know what they doing, but man, it's like they're obsessed with it. They gotta have it.
They eating that.
Yeah, they need us. They need us to survive.
The Queen of England is not dead. She done transfer her body into some other cracker. This is Rebel talking. Don't get
this is a legend, man. Allegedly.
Nah, they want to stay. They be eating us, man. They be eating the pharaohs. Look at how Egypt look. Look at the psionic beams they got to look through rock. They found all our jewels by now, my G. They found the Saul's tomb. They found Ptah's secret sacred library. They got that already. But we don't peep. Yo, his technology only come because he found sacred mathematics from Africa.
Yeah, the Pope dresses like Ptah used to dress.
Yeah,
I mean, they got all that stuff in the basements and in the secret vaults But the Vatican, they got a lot of our scrolls, a lot of our scripts, a lot of our texts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I used to wear do-rags too.
Yeah, didn't he? Didn't he?
I used to make that joke. It looked like a do-rag. But nah,
real talk.
We come from greatness, man. We got to remember that. Somebody earlier said, we guards sleep, guards with amnesia.
Yeah.
We definitely that. But look, consciousness, I ain't online like that. I'm never online. But I do know there's some true conscious people still alive and still fighting the true cause. So as long as we got one conscious person can make another one. So as long as we got one true conscious mind, the white man ain't win yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I look at that.
Ain't no win yet. He not going to win.
Nah.
I mean, there's no way he can win. There's no way he can win. He got the upper hand right now by means of deception. You know what I mean? A deception of our perception. You know what I mean? But they ain't winning yet. We just got to tune in. We got the greatest computers. We got the greatest energy, the true currency. The true currency ain't their dollar bills, ain't their money. The true currency is energy, that current. You know what I mean? Like when you plug that plug up into the socket, you get a current coming from it. You know what I'm saying? But we got it. We got an organic current. We got an etheric current. You know what I mean? That's an eternal current that you can't unplug. So they trying their best to make us wear shoes with rubber on the bottom, so we don't make that connection with the earth and pull up those electromagnetic waves and frequencies and make that connection. That's what they mean by earthing. That's what they mean by grounding. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We are electric light beings. You know what I mean? Or should I say just electric beings who emit light? You know what I'm saying? We emit light because from the darkness came light. And what color are we? You know what I mean? We the manifestation of human darkness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything come from the triple dark.
Hey, can I give a shout out to Deferral Williams and the shout out to the brother Shaka Sankofa.
St. Kofi in the building.
Peace, family.
Shaka, peace, Mr. Williams.
Peace to the gods.
Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to the family. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
Liking and sharing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, and a lot of people.
Everything is the dark.
Yeah, and a lot of people. I just want to touch on this real quick, man. A lot of people, they don't understand when we say peace to the gods. You know what I mean? They like, oh, they call themselves gods, and you know.
Yeah.
Man, listen, man. King and queen are earthly titles. You know what I mean? Yeah, we on earth or whatever, but your earthly body is temporary. Your soul is eternal. We come from an eternal source. So I mean, how you gonna be temporary when you come from an eternal source? You carry eternal DNA. We carry divine DNA of the eternal. So yes, we are divine beings as well. We are gods of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We are nothing but extensions of our mothers and fathers, who are extensions of their mother and father, who are extensions of their mother, grandfathers, and everybody all the way back to the source. You know what I mean? We are the extensions of the source. You know what I mean? So peace to my sorcerers. You know what I'm saying?
And the Bible tell you, ye are gods.
Ashe.
You know, so all the Christians that God is the lowercase g. We didn't create the squirrels. But that is a human title. Look at all the power some of us have accumulated. If we was truly in our true source coding, we would be Ptah, we would be Asar, we would be Ma in the flesh.
Yes.
But we're just not being able to reach our true potential. We only playing with this. We know we're close to who we could be.
You know how they keep you from doing that? They keep you distracted by fighting these race wars. They keep you distracted by the video games, by that nonsense on the internet, by watching these movies and all this other stuff. Anything to keep you from building. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors tuned in, boy. That's all they did. You know what I'm saying? They tuned in. And those who tune in the most are the ones who are most, one with nature right now, you know what I mean? Or nature. And that's who it at. Those are them people up there, them Shaolin monks. They meditate all day long, boy.
All day long.
They can do all kinds of stuff, but they know the secrets now. You know what I mean? And they learn that from us.
Yeah, they got the monks begging on the street now, man, for food.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's bad, man.
That's bad. But people, I had a few people say, man, why you always say God and stuff like that? You know, I say I use that word because that's what you're gonna relate to. If I say nectar or netaru, you don't know what that means, then I gotta go and break all that down to you. So peace to the guys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Peace to the gods.
Yeah, peace to the netarus, the Elohims. You know what I'm saying? Man, we just giving reverence what reverence due. And then you right too, because I had a young person ask me that too, and Ray was like, you call yourself a god. I had to break them down, man, what your melanin is. I let them know that the science in the world is the study of melanin. Every science in the world is the study of melanin.
Yes.
And it just so happened, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about chemistry. Chem is short for chemic, and Stri is the study of.
Yes.
It's the study of chemic. You know what I'm saying? And he looked it up and he was shocked. He's like, man, you're right. I said, man, all the science is the study of us. So without us, there is no them.
Yes. Yeah. And you find all that out by studying etymology. Once you start studying etymology, which is the origin of words, the root origin of where all words come from, you're gonna find that everything goes back to Africa. Everything goes back to Kemet. You know what I'm saying?
It's even deeper. Well, it's not deep, but it's so deep. Everybody gods came through Egypt.
Yes.
Buddha, Allah.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is over there? Krishna was in Egypt. Confucius came to Egypt.
Jesus, supposedly.
Egypt. Allegedly.
In Egypt.
Allegedly, yeah.
So they wrote it. So you had to make the lie out of Egypt, even if he never did. So they all came to our crib. And
I like that.
You can have it. Put it somewhere. You probably could put an ill shirt together. Show them all looking up to a saw or something. But that's a fact in their own writings. You know what I mean? So they know who we are. We just don't.
Yeah, and they don't tell you the truth about. They don't tell you the truth about how old that stuff is. They tell you ancient Kemet, or what the Greeks called Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But ancient Kemet, you know, it's way older than 6,600 years. It's way older than that. Yo, the pyramids, the Sphinx, all that. I've been over there. You know what I'm saying? It got water markings on it. So that means it had to be there when there was water. It was a desert now. So before that, there was a desert, it was water there. All right. So for it to have water markings on it, that means it had to be there before the water was there. You know what I'm saying? The last time water was there was over 12,000 years ago. And we know that thing is way older than that. Way older than that. So, you know, they won't tell you a lot of the stuff, a lot of the truths that they know. You know what I mean? Because knowledge is power. And if they can keep that power from you, or that knowledge from you, they can keep that power from you. You know what I mean?
Y'all know where all the sand is that was in Egypt, that was in Kemet? Well, Egypt fortifications, because everybody don't know.
Yeah.
Where's all that sand at?
Where is it at?
In Dubai.
Yeah.
If you study Dubai, they took the sand and they think this is like the illest combination, better than cement and all that other. Right. They took that's probably the sacred sand. But they stole all that sand and made Dubai. Look it up.
That island, man-made island.
Buildings too. They got some of the buildings made out of this mixture too. But those islands, definitely.
Yeah, I still got rocks from the pyramid when I went over there in 2015. Yeah, I keep it on my dresser. I keep it over there on my dresser. Yeah.
Just took it.
I mean, you know, it wasn't like no big pieces, just small little pebbles and stuff.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You took it.
Yeah, of course I did. That's hard. You know what I mean?
You better not let me go over there. Y'all gonna see me with the Sphinx.
But a scientist did prove that the watermarks on the Sphinx is 5 million years old.
Yeah, there's arguments.
I believe it.
Now what about the tree they found out that had over was it 100 million rings?
Yeah.
Yeah, had a tree over there.
That's
Now what? And then what about the other tree they found over there that looks just like the tree of life, and it and the roots look like people going into the tree, and you know, looking like the tree of life.
Yo, their whole timeline is backwards and full of lies. They tell you that the Earth is 4 billion years old, but they tell you that this year is 2023. You know what I'm saying? 2023. But the Earth is 4 billion years old. But the year though is 2023. You know what I'm saying? So their whole timeline is off, man. Everything. And it's a whole bunch of lies that, you know what I mean, that they keep contradicting themselves and fumbling over their own lies. And our people are just buying into it stupidly, stupidly, you know what I mean, being blindfolded by this, you know what I mean, ignorantly just following this nonsense, you know what I mean? When it don't make logical sense at all whatsoever, we got to deal with the facts, you know what I mean? Stop believing in stuff and start knowing, like you were saying earlier. It's time to start knowing this stuff. We got to deal with straight facts.
Yeah. I be telling them the behead day, know thyself. Got to know yourself.
That's the oldest statement found on a cartouche ever. It's the oldest message.
Yeah.
Let them know what the cartouche is, because a lot of people don't know what that is.
Well, isn't that the amulet of prayer or direct thought? What would be a better way to describe that?
Well,
cartouche that hangs over your door, right? Or over any door. Enterway. What would be a better way to describe that?
It was basically names were put into cartouches.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Names were put into. Go ahead.
But cartouche is a misnomer as well, like Emmett. I believe the Kemetic term was shin.
It's shin, yes.
Yeah,
that is the Madunet's word for it.
Yeah. So, but as Brother Ft.Anray was saying, I to my knowledge, they were used to record the names of important individuals. So,
yes.
The cartouche comes from
the
French word, the French word for cartridge. They said that the shape of the cartouches looked like ammunition cartridges.
Yeah.
And when we play video games, we had the what?
Cartridges. Cartouche.
That white man knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Got us ready.
That is correct. The Madunet's a word for cartouche is shin.
Okay.
Y'all did a whole video on that.
Yeah, when y'all was saying cartouche, I'm like, hold up. Something don't feel right. It sound like
that's the name. We supposed to put your names in there. That's what they put, the names of people. You identified yourself with your name that you put in the cartouche.
Yeah.
And it's also a burial piece too. They found a lot of them in the burial tombs.
Yeah, it would mark the tomb, let you know who was supposed to be in there or who was in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that's the stuff we got to get back to for power. Not just that, the information, the real information. And then we start speaking our original language, at least saying the words when we be around. And now I'm making my job to say it, especially we be on a platform like this. I'm gonna mention Madunet's words. I'm gonna mention the power of melanin. I'm gonna mention how strategic and you know what I'm saying, how we are as a people. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Some people might argue we the only human on Earth.
We are.
I mean, other people got melanin. The white man, Mr. Hustle, got his melanin is only over his vital organs, so he could at least live. But what is a human? They don't want to. We the only human, yo. To me, Mr. Charlie is like a well-trained dog, my nigga.
Without a doubt.
You gotta say it like that. Because he got so many years of training, right? When he first came out, what was he doing? The same thing your new dog was doing, biting everybody, pissing over here, shitting over here, not knowing how to act until you train your dog. Now your dog sits right there when you tell it to, attack who you tell it to attack. Come with the food when you whistle. Protect your son or daughter whenever it's with him. So you know. So to me, it's a trained animal, man. And there's no other way to say it. I want my young G's out there to truly start hating the presence of white people. We all work with white people. I don't know what y'all do. This is only rebel talking, so don't get nobody in trouble. But my point is, a black girl would have to hate blonde hair to not want to wear it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's a little smidge of the hate we need to kind of make the stew. Like you really gotta go against some of this for real, to carry your real grace. That's what I think. That's what I know.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, you said something earlier that
Right.
I think you or Anray said the coach we doing a culture that's given to us. So they like now they're starting to learn the different tribes or the different groups of people in Africa and how they grow their hair and how they how the hair is very important for a lot of reasons and spiritual purposes. You know what I'm saying? So by us being given a culture, you know, we fell off. So you see a woman talking, I want 26 inches, so she gonna go and buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we gotta get back to what we gotta get back to what we know was real and what was for us.
Exactly.
Now you see the new wave of consciousness. A lot of locks, a lot of braids, a lot of longer black hair. You know what I mean? We moving toward.
Yeah, I think the natural look coming back, like it was in the 70s.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's definitely coming back. And every time we had that mass movement, they come up with another mass movement to try to counter it. So we got to be on point. We got to be on point and be ready. Yeah,
all the time.
And it's so important for us now. We sit there talking about another mass movement that they might make. You know, y'all spoke on this earlier. You know, we've been under attack for the longest. They talk about the Jewish Holocaust, but the blacks, we've been on this. It's been a steady Holocaust long before the Jews. The Jews, they stuff started in the 1940s. Our stuff started back in 1400. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah. We got centuries of a black Holocaust that's still ongoing. You know what I'm saying? The zombie apocalypse that they talking about. We've been under a zombie apocalypse. Our people been the Walking Dead. You know what I mean? We walk around in these bodies and we don't even control. We're not even control these bodies because they're being controlled and dictated by what society tells them to do, what society tells them to be, what the society tells them to perceive. You know what I mean? And they're walking as the living dead. You know what I mean? We've been in a zombie apocalypse. You know what I mean? And Chuck D said it back in the day, Night of the Living Basshead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't just crack that had us. Heroin, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bad, horrible music, you know what I'm saying? Celebrating prison terms. We celebrating prison terms. You know what I mean? How much time we got. We celebrating how many black bodies we done killed. Because when they talk about I got a body, they ain't talking about no other bodies. They talking about killing their own kind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. We celebrating killing, disrespecting our women. You know what I'm saying? Calling them thoughts and all this other stuff. And how many women we done sexually, you know, exercise our sexual prowess on, should I say? You know what I mean? You know, fulfilled our lustful desires on. You know what I mean? And discarded them as just pieces of meat. And we celebrate this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's the new cool. Anything that's self-destructive is the new cool. You know what I mean? So we've been under a zombie apocalypse. We the living dead right now, you know, as the masses of our people, not us. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so important that we be just as aggressive in saving our people as those who are when it comes to destroying our people. You know what I'm saying? We got to reconnect with the youth. We got to reconnect with the youth because, like you said, Kenwardo, we waking up right now. You know what I mean? And they know that. They know that we waking up like we did in the 70s. So they going to attack, and the attack has already begun on the youth, because the youth is the future. You know what I mean? The youth is the future.
You know
so
what?
we got to reconnect with it.
I don't mean to cut you off, but every time we get together as a unit, as a community, as a collective, they do everything in their power to shut us down. And they've been doing it through history. They did it to Marcus Garvey, the Black Panther movement, the Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we could go on and on and on. Every time we build something, they find a way in their power to shut us down because we living in their system, man.
But see, our problem is we allow them to do that. And also, it's a group of us on here right now. It's 5 of us on here now. You know what I'm saying? You got people within our community, you know, outside of us 5, who focus on our differences and allow that to separate us instead of focusing on our what we have, our similarities, should I say?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Too,
and our reasons for uniting. We look for just because somebody's a Hebrew Israelite and you a Pan-Africanist, you know what I'm saying, don't mean that y'all shouldn't be building together. Y'all both Black. They not gonna say, oh, we gonna let him slide because he a Hebrew Israelite. Nah, they trying to lynch him the same way. They trying to imprison him the same way. They trying to poison him and bomb him with 5G radiation the same way. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and same thing with the Christians, same thing with the Muslims. You know what I mean? And everybody else. You know what I mean? If you are of African descent, carrying high concentration of melanin, you know what I'm saying? You are a target. It don't matter what your spiritual belief is, what your idealistic perception is. You know what I mean? On political affiliation, it doesn't matter. Right. It doesn't matter. And we look for all this stuff to divide and be separated amongst ourselves. If we can stop doing that and unify and pull together our resources, our psychological resources, our skill sets, our economic, you know what I mean, as well as material resources, man, there ain't nothing they can do that. I don't care what they do. They can't stop us. They can't stop us. We the strongest force. That's why the main thing that they have been doing since the beginning of time, since we encountered them, is to keep us separated, keep us divide and conquer. The oldest rule. Right, you know what I mean? In warfare, divide and conquer. And we do it ourselves now. We've been programmed to do it ourselves, even those who are part of the so-called awakened and conscious community. You know what I'm saying?
And then I wonder, how did it all come down to this?
Television.
We was never like this, man. No, growing up in Chicago, I seen Hebrews kicking with the Nation of Islam, kicking with Rastafarians, the Rastafarians kicking with Moorish Americans, and on. It wasn't none of this bullshit.
Selling their soul, man. 30 pieces of silver. That's how it came about. People selling out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you right about the sellout, man. I remember one time I gave a speech.
Crazy, man.
And after the speech, I got threatened by a Muslim. I think I told you guys this before. Yeah, he said, yeah, now that stuff you kicking gonna get you killed. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about like, I got threatened by a Hebrew one time. He said, man, and the only reason he got mad because I say, man, y'all want to wrap the woman up. She can't say nothing. She got to walk behind you. Then y'all want to have a polygamous relationship. You at home playing video games while you got 3 wives and they working, and you say you a king. I say you ain't no king. I said I told him I said you shouldn't even have the title as a king. I said what you is a disturbance. Man, them dudes was hot. And then they talking about we ought to do something to you because you wearing an idol. Talking about the Yeah, I got threatened by them, and I got threatened by the Islam before, and the Hebrews.
So everybody ain't ready. Everybody ain't ready for that. The abrasive way that you do your message. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Now it's going for the juggler. He taking swinging haymakers at him. Yeah, you gotta spoon feed them that knowledge and that information, boy. They ain't ready for it.
I was just being 100, man, because he kept talking about he build. Then I heard him telling his partner, "Yeah, I'm gonna be on the game later." I'm like, "What? You gonna be on the game later?" Tell me you got 3 wives, man. You ain't no king.
So I'm gonna be on the game later.
Yeah, we got to get away from the division.
Yeah, gotcha.
You got it. I'll wait.
Oh, go ahead. Let me. What you said, speaking on the game.
Yeah, speaking of the game, y'all see that Shannon Skip beef?
Oh yeah, man.
Real quick, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Shannon, go choke fucking Skip out, my G. What are you waiting on? Your podcast is smashing both shows.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you even do Undisputed.
Yeah.
Fuck Skip Bayless. And I ain't even on it like that. I just seen the shit. Skip been a damn racist. He know a little sports, so we like him a little, but this is back in the days.
Don't nobody like him.
I'm saying when I was younger, we used to see him and Ft.Anray, you know what I mean? We let him rock. But who ain't know? He should choke him almost to death and then let him go.
Man, Jay, hey, listen. Listen. When he told that man that Tom Brady was better and you are jealous of him, I would have left right then and there. That would have been it. But Jalen Rose spoke, talked about Skip. He ain't say his name, but he said, man, he been a coach of Vulture forever.
Yeah, remember Rose got him a long time ago?
So what's your average? 0.2 points a game?
Yeah, high school.
High school. Yeah. Shot him down. Say you shouldn't even be up here talking about sports. You're not even an athlete.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, Shannon, you a 3-time Super Bowl, you said, and you in the Hall of Fame. How you even let them tell you that? I'd have laughed at Skip. I'd have bought my rings in the next day. I'd have been like,
Hey, listen, I would.
But I'm not surprised. That's the way they motherfuckers think anyway. That's how they think anyway.
But also Shannon love Wazungu women, so we gonna let that roll.
Yeah. Shannon, come on, Shannon.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, he got a white girl.
He over there.
Man, Wazungu, man,
Wazungu. Cave woman, man.
Yeah, he be getting caught at nightclubs all the time, man.
Got a cave woman, man.
You mess with the tomahawk.
Our hair and everything. Blue eye.
Yeah. But you seen it in Skip face. The maliciousness that he was attacking Shannon with. You seen it in his face. Oh man, he wasn't even trying to hide it.
Man, we saw the hate live. Saw the hate live.
See, I wouldn't even be surprised because all of them think that way, man. All of them think like that. That's all they see.
I wouldn't have been able to go back on the show with him after that. I wouldn't have been able to do it. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Ft.Anray gave a report one time. He didn't do it on ESPN. He did it from his live feed. I think on Twitter, Instagram, or one of them. And he said he not worried about nothing. He said because he's seen a lot, he know a lot, and he got plenty of stuff to talk about. He says his first book is about him. But if he ever was to leave, ESPN and stuff like that, he said the book I put out, he said, you're gonna read this book. He said you're gonna like it too. And I know he ain't lying.
Yeah, remember in Django, who played DiCaprio's coon?
Samuel, yeah.
That's Ft.Anray. He know everything about DiCaprio. They gonna leave him alone. Because I think about Ft.Anray cooning too.
Oh, he definitely cooning. Oh, he definitely
all of them. Barkley.
He like
all of them.
Hey man, Ft.Anray say, man, he had to get that 10 million, man.
Yeah, they gotta get their money.
So did Dion. I think Dion ain't really selling out like that. I seen him making Colorado Mad Black. He bringing everybody there. So I'm still waiting for my Dion.
Did you see the comments? Go online and read the comments.
You getting them?
About what?
In Colorado, man, called that man all out of his name. Go read the comments, man.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they disrespected that man.
Go online and read the comments, man. Colorado don't put that man there.
Oh, you saying Colorado is saying it?
Man,
Not
go read what them people
Of
saying,
course. You think the crackers is going to sit there and be like, come through?
That's the mountain. That's the mountain. The mountain coon. They straight out of the Caucasus.
Hell yeah.
Do you know they gonna be mad?
Caucasus regions.
But I'm saying, he bringing in all white.
Colorado might be Harlem in a minute.
I think that school about 90% white.
98%.
Listen, man. When he had the meeting, how many black youth was in the meeting?
Like honestly, like 2 or 3. You know, 1, 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
It wasn't like the room.
Man, they say Dion got niggas in there everywhere.
They don't like that. They don't like that.
Yeah, like that's the first meeting. He told them they was getting cut. I got my bunch of niggas coming through. So y'all just move down. I'm waiting to see Colorado.
Dion getting that money, yo.
Y'all better jump in that transfer portal.
Yeah, he told me that right. He was like, yo, y'all might as well go now.
Yo, that's crazy.
Tell your parents I like them too. I'm not mad.
Hell no.
You know, I should have screenshot it, man. I'm gonna see if I can find them. I'm gonna put it in the group chat.
Dion can't win, man.
Read them comments, man.
Hey man, I respect him for that.
I'm gonna look for some. I'm gonna look.
What'd you say, Hargrove?
I respect him for that. Go ahead, jump in that transfer portal. Like if you know you ain't got it, you can't cut it. Go ahead, transfer. Go to a community college or something. You know, it ain't.
Yeah. He came right at him with that one. I love it. I ain't gonna hold you. I love it.
Put up or shut up.
But they said in the comment, the ones who mad is the ones who wear them who wear the Nikes with the 2 double soles on them. The Nike shoes. Yeah, them people. Them you done going hard, man.
Say the double soles, huh?
Yeah, the big old double sole shoes.
Yeah. It is what it is. I ain't happy he left the HBCU, but did we talk about this already?
A little bit, we did.
That's a little bit.
And I'm trying to give him some time.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm robbing him over there.
I would feel better if he would have went to like Grambling or something.
Nah, because we gotta thug out the Pac-10 or whatever the Big 5.
Nah, man, it ain't no thugging that out, bro.
Come on, it's gonna be us in Notre Dame in a minute.
We're gonna go from 2% black to 3% black. Think we doing?
Nah, ain't no thugging over there, man. They got that thing on lock.
Come on, we need Jerry Rice to want to be a coach.
Nah.
Name them some Hall of Famers, man.
I think they paying the top 20 Hall of Famers to not say nothing, because they ain't even only one of them says went over there with Dion, and he went over there as like a spokesperson. After that, no, you ain't seen no Hall of Fame. You seen like non-Hall of Famers and other players, celebrities, movie stars over there with Dion. Other than that, you ain't seen no Hall of Famers over there with him. None.
That's a shame, boy.
It's a loss for us, man. I feel like because even if he is successful and he makes the team 100% black, the recruitment for Colorado is still going to be 98% white. So
always.
If he brings in 200 blacks, to play football and they go undefeated, that's going to bring in probably 20,000 whites. You know what I'm saying? off of that success.
Tuition going to go up and everything.
Exactly. So
they know that already. They waiting. That's why they paid them.
That's why they paid them.
They know what's coming.
They about to be entertained, man. And they gonna
it's gonna be entertaining, man.
How much was Jackson State paying them? Because Colorado got 30 mil.
Yeah, 30 mil.
Ooh, Jackson State.
Jackson State was $300,000 a year.
Yeah,
they would give him $1 million, but he had to pay his staff out that $1 million.
He won't really $1 million.
Yeah. I thought you said Colorado.
He had to pay his staff out the $1 million, man. They been doing him dirty over there, though, man.
I wanted to know how much Jackson was paying him.
Yeah, he said Jackson.
Oh, they weren't paying him nothing.
$1 million, but he was paying his staff out the $1 million that they was giving him a year.
Nah, somebody's robbing the HBCUs. They make more money than it look. Somebody's robbing them too.
Yes, sir.
Man, blind.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy, yo.
Line.
We done became entertainment for these people, man, and that's all we are now.
Yeah, we
We went from
people.
we done went from non-ether beings to royalty
White
ruling the
man.
land to
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Now we their entertainment. We not even kings and queens no more. We entertainment now.
Caesar's, man. Caesar's games.
But man, look at the image that they portraying to the world of us. You got this love hip hop stuff. You got this crazy music that's out. Man, on TV you see us acting like fools and stuff. They always showing us. Look at the images that they portraying to showing the world. So if I'm not from here and I'm not black or whatever, you know what I mean? I like, man, they crazy. Look at the images that's getting put out. They don't put out no positive images. They don't put out no rebels round table. You know what I mean? They saying all this crazy stuff over the world.
If you play the Cosby Show today, you might get arrested.
Right. You're right. That's
what he might have done to the women. But if you play that episode, you might get arrested.
Right.
It's
drama.
We got to understand, like, being in America, there's a brother that got a YouTube series that's called The Nigga Factory.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But prior to Europeans bringing blacks to the Caribbeans and to the Americas, there was no such thing as a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga was actually something, when we talked about the Willie Lynch letter, this was something that was bred, to be submissive and to be a part of and be complicit, with its own domination. So we are, in a cycle of producing these types of individuals, and we are surrounded by that.
Right.
That's real talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you got to protect your energy because these vampires is flowing around. They flapping. Ft.Anray 360. Oh, because I want people to watch this live stream. After it played. And YouTube telling me over 120. It's at 140 now, but they saying on my page over 120. Kind of nobody keep watching it. So we could stay online though. Like, let's just end the YouTube. But if y'all wanted to come back on online, we could talk and chop it up all night if y'all wanted to. But any last words for the family on defending your own soul's energy? Any tools, what they could go get? Maybe a book, maybe a chain made out of a precious metal. How do you save a few people with your last words, my brother?
Well, copper, of course, is one of the strongest conductors of electricity. You know what I mean? Inside my house, I highly recommend one of these. I have a pyramid inside here, a copper pyramid. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
I meditate inside of there. I got small little copper pyramids around the house also. What the pyramids does, pyramid, in ancient Medu-Neter language, you know what I'm saying, in the ancient, the original translation, it's pronounced Pa-Marat, and that stands for pyramid, you know what I'm saying? And inside those pyramids, they had quartz crystals and stuff like that. The pyramids were energy stations, generating stations, okay? Where those pyramids, the Great Pyramid is at, is the exact center of the earth. You know what I mean? That is the exact center of the earth, all right? And it was positioned for that reason. You know what I mean? It was positioned for specific reasons. Now, I'm not going to go deep into it because you asked me a specific question. I'm just going to say I highly recommend people get pyramids, copper pyramids. If you don't want to get copper pyramids, or you're not into that, get you some copper chains, copper jewelry, and it will magnify what you already have in you. Those that electromagnetic energy that you have pulsing through your veins, pulsing through your cells, pulsing through your body, pulsing through your electromagnetic field, your aura. You know what I'm saying? It will magnify that and enhance it, so it will flow more freely. It will flow more freely. If you ever see when you have aches and pains, they tell you to get copper fit bracelets, copper fit back braces, copper fit knee braces, and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It allows that blood to flow through like it's supposed to more properly, and allows those cells to get healthy and rejuvenated, because they are getting charges of those electromagnetic waves those solar rays that you're supposed to be getting and absorbing on a regular basis. Copper pulls that stuff in, just like the melanin in you already does. But the copper allows it to flow more freely. You know what I'm saying? So get your copper jewelry. Get your copper jewelry. Treat yourselves with some good energy. Let them get that charge like they're supposed to. Stay away from the 5G radiation as much as you can. If you can turn your phones off at night, power them down, do something like that, then do that. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people aren't going to do that, but put them away a little bit of ways from you, so you're not getting so much of that 5G radiation from those phones, so much of those electromagnetic frequencies, those EMF rays, radiation, you know what I mean, from your phones and stuff like that. And protect your energy, protect what you're listening to. Listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Listen to Stevie Wonder. Listen to that soul music. Don't listen to that nonsense, that trap music, that stuff that's that carries a negative and a low vibration, that's teaching you nothing but bad stuff, because it's affecting your cells. It's a proven fact that water reacts to music. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sound waves affect water molecules. You know what I mean? When they freeze the water, playing certain musics, playing certain sounds, it comes out in different patterns. You know what I'm saying? When it's a negative music or low vibrational music versus a positive music and a high vibrational music. You know what I'm saying? If it does that to water, your body is 3/4 water. You made up of 3/4 of water, an element. You know what I'm saying? Your blood is an element. You know what I mean? Your flesh is an element from the earth. The breath you breathe is an element. You are the living, walking, talking elements. You know what I'm saying? The spark of life in you is that fire. That's an element. You know what I mean? And then that conscious energy is the 5th element that you have in you. You're a non-etheric being. Protect your energy. Protect what you're putting in your body by means of food, by means of what you're seeing. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Don't think you can look at all this stuff and take all this negative imagery, and it ain't going to affect your soul. It ain't going to affect your internal vibration, your internal conscious energy. You know what I'm saying? Protect your energy. You know what I mean?
That's powerful.
Where can we find you at, man? On your social platforms and music and everything all the time. Yeah, I'm Ft.Anray 360. That's ANRAY 360. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all platforms as far as where the music is at. But on the YouTube, I'm under Continuous Elevation. You can type in Ft.Anray 360 and you'll find me on YouTube as well. But Continuous Elevation is my page. And that's where I do a lot of you'll see me doing videos, doing poetry and rap and conscious hip hop. But I got a whole segment, a whole playlist of just builds that I be doing. And I'm about to get back heavy into it again. But you can find me on Continuous Elevation on YouTube, Instagram, Ft.Anray 360. Just type in Ft.Anray 360 and you'll find me.
Right. Nice. But yeah, man, thanks for coming through, God Body.
My pleasure, bro.
You gotta come back. We're gonna get you back.
Yeah.
You had the seat in the beginning. But that's all good. But, thanks for letting us pick your brain and bless us with your soul view. And like I said, you're welcome to come back anytime. Hit us up. And your seat always got your name on it, so it's all love, brother.
Yeah,
I need a shirt too, brother Ft.Anray, man. I need another black circus shirt, man.
I need one of them Dr. Khalid Muhammad shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we do the barter.
What's your size?
The barter, you know what I mean? Do the barter move, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's trade.
We got in the mark tomorrow, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I gotta get one of them. I'm gonna get one of them.
Right.
Yo, Yo, I love y'all, brothers, man. It's a pleasure, definitely. And I appreciate all of y'all.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, salute.
Salute.
Touch Hootie for me.
You know, I definitely will,
Hootie,
bro.
I said, what up, man? Yeah.
You know what it is, man.
You about to be a guest one of these days, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On and talk.
Yeah, get Hootie out here.
Man.
Yeah, we all got to get together in person soon, man, on some chilling vibe. I know me, Ken, and Knowledge about to do something in a couple of weeks, but we all got to get together, man. John, Rebel, all of us.
Yeah, this year,
man.
Man.
Let's do it, man.
Do it next weekend. What you doing next weekend?
I don't think I'm doing anything next. Of course, I got to check with the wifey first. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Look at you.
You know what I mean? The goddesses, man. The goddesses. You got to make sure the goddesses is right. But I believe I'm free. So we can do something, man. If y'all free, we can try to schedule something.
We'll come out there, man. Kick it, man.
That's what it is. I look forward to it with y'all, man.
Yeah.
All right. Peace and love, brothers.
All right, peace.
Black Power.
360, Black Power.
Sure.
Us.
Us.
Yeah, that's what's up. That was Ft.Anray 360, y'all. Go check all his info. Like, follow him. Go promote his music. It's everywhere. Yeah, he really do have some fire music. Work.
Dope.
So if you love hip hop, you'll love Ft.Anray Rhyming. So add him to your illness. But yeah, everybody else give out your info.
Yeah.
Maybe do one when you watch this.
Yo, you can reach me on Instagram, That's Apparel. You know what I mean? That's my apparel line. You know, reach out. Sun Goddess _ Sun Goddess _ but I just lost my mind.
Yeah, I was about to say,
my mind went blank, man. Check out man,
that 5G hit him.
Vocal dialect, man. You know. Hey man, you know how your mind just go blank, man.
No, that's real. That's natural.
Yeah. You can also check me and Knowledge out on Instagram, Vocal Dialect. You know, that's our event page. We throw events, poetry shows, lectures.
Speaking words like verbs.
Yeah, you know, and Shady I'm Set Prodigy.com. That's the website. That's Apparel website is coming soon. You know, and yo, give me a call. 470-798-8527.
Yeah, just find me on Instagram, KnowledgeBorn7.
Brother John, you and I, ACL Division 421, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can reach us directly, 678-631-9404. Race first.
Rebel with a Cause, rebelvision.com, Rebel Vision Television, Reb Reddington Instagram. We're about to switch that up to the show and all of that. But like, share, and subscribe, yo. We need the love. The algorithm already told us we had a week off. Salute to Malik. I wouldn't have it no other way. He was dropping that power, and YouTube ain't like that. But Rebel Vision Television, subscribe for it, put that like on the video, and help us out. Black motherfucking power, man. This Rebel with a Cause talking, and I want to say good night. Night good to all the Netchers out there and the goddesses, and we out of here. Us. That's what's up.